Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your May 2016 monthly Tarot Horoscopes. This is for everyone with their Ascendant, Sun, or Moon in the lovely Leo. This is for all those big cats out there. And yeah, I am wearing this crazy, I call it my Charlie's Angels leather jacket. I don't have a motorcycle. I really want one. Message me if you have one and what kind of motorcycle you think I should get. And what kind of motorcycle you have, because I want to hear about it. And I just, because, the reason I'm wearing this is because I wanted to wear this strapless dress. Okay, it's like, you can see it has no straps. But the thing is, was really into spring, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be beautiful, whatever. Well, for the last couple of days, it has turned really cold here, and it's really, really windy. So I had to put on a jacket. I was like, I can't record like this, it's too cold. So I'm wearing this leather jacket. I wasn't sure what to wear, so I was like, okay, I've never worn this jacket before, why not? Okay, so that's why I'm wearing this leather jacket. If you guys were wondering, okay, just in case you were wondering. But, so yeah, so let's see, what else is new? So I am going to be putting out my sex and relationship videos. I'm not sure when. Most likely those will be coming out sort of early May. If I can get them done sooner, I will be uploading them as soon as possible, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I post videos around the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, or a little bit before if I can get them done. And those are for the general readings. And then my mid-month videos, I am trying to phase out, but I'm doing them as much as I can, and those are usually out by the 14th, 15th, 16th, or 17th of the month. And yeah, so if you'd like a private reading, if you've never had a private reading with me, definitely email me, ElizabethOlson31. That's the way to do it. You can't book a reading through my website. I do have a website though, oracledaphne.com. I will leave all the information for you guys below, so you can check out my pricing and payment information and my policies and stuff before you book a reading with me. And yeah, let's just see what you guys get. I did say in my Cancer video, and you know, I was seeing this in the other readings that I've done for the earlier signs, that there's an element of loss, betrayal, or heartbreak for a lot of people. And the reason I feel like this is because it's the universe's way of ending a situation like permanently. People stay in situations much too longer than they should, and I was gonna say much longer than they should, and that alone is sort of just one of those things that sort of delays things from happening, and sort of kind of just sort of reset the energy. Things are coming to an ending point. It's sort of like there has to be a beginning, middle, and end with everything. And if everybody is just staying in that status quo middle, things can't end. Okay, so if they're status quo, then you're recycling. If they're status quo, you're trying to fix. If they're status quo, then you're stalking. Okay, or you're just kind of squatting in a place where nothing is happening. There's nothing moving. Okay, so to kind of finalize things, the universe causes more heartbreak and more pain or more loss in some situations, especially if you have a relationship going, because it's the universe's way of saying, okay, this needs to end for all time. Like it has to be done. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, you're going through a tough time, know that something new is going to come after that. It's going to be something new, something fresh. It's time to let go of the old and embrace the new. It is springtime, so it kind of makes sense for that energy to be kind of going on. But I did want to just say that I feel like it's for everyone. I feel like it's across the board. I think, I don't know, 5 signs got the 3 of Swords. I don't know. That to me is unprecedented. So there's something bigger going on that I wanted to address, that I do see, and I feel like it's important for you to kind of have the heads up and to know why, okay? At least that's why I think it is. You may be in relation to a Cancer, or you may have some planets in Cancer. I get this pretty much every time, but, you know, I have a lot of regular viewers, so what can I say? It's okay. Cancer had something going on with finances, which it's similar with you. Like, Cancer had like two cards. One was like the 10 of Pentacles, which is a lot of money and wealth, big money and wealth, inheritance money, like big money. And then later the Four of Pentacles, which is the Miser card. So, which is totally different. So I'm just going to start with two cards which kind of mimic that energy. You have the Ace of Cups in the immediate future, which is money flowing in, which is good. But then later down the line in May, you have money flowing out with the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it looks. So money, the fish, okay, the money of the fish, okay, so money flowing in, okay, and over here, we've got money flowing out, more fish flowing out. So, for whatever reason, you're in a cycle, or you're going through a phase with money, okay, you maybe have it, and then you don't have it. You get paid, and then you're like, it's already gone, okay? You're not either living within your means, or there are things, expenses, like big expenses, that are going on. You know, maybe it's your kids. Some of you may have kids. You know, this is school expenses. This is kids expenses. This is travel expenses. I don't feel like this is new wardrobe type expenses. I feel like this is like, usually it comes with like buying a house or a property or a car, or like something happens where it's like you have to replace the car, or something happens to the car and then you have to like do something to fix it. These are energies that are just like, you have money flowing in, so you'll have enough to pay for it, or you may be worried that you don't have enough to pay for it, but you will find a way to pay for it. I do see that. You need to ask for help. I feel like someone who's older, like your parents, if you're younger, Leo, are going to help you. Friends and family are going to help you. You do need to ask, though, for help, okay? So, it could be medical expenses too, like medical sucks too. You know, because you do have, actually I just looked down here and you have the Four of Swords crossing you. So there may be some big medical expenses that you have that you're dealing with. This could also be for, especially for those of you who are older, this could be like an older couple and like I want to say your wife is not well. So this could be someone struggling with like a serious illness like cancer, or like a long-term thing, like a blood situation. It could be blood, like a blood-borne illness. There's something that somebody is not well, and there's like, you're making money, money's flowing in, but money's flowing out. So I feel like that's part of it. Okay, some of you, it's just like maybe you broke your foot, maybe you know, broke your wrist, your elbow, you require 14 surgeries or something crazy like that. You know, reconstruction, whatever it is, you had some major things that have major like health stuff that has happened. This may be for someone that's like close to you, again, like a family member that's in the hospital, like a child or someone younger, too. Because you have the Six of Cups, which is children, someone who's like younger and they have a lot of medical expenses. You know, you may be watching this for them, or this may be you're watching it for, and you know, this is unexpected medical. Some of you are really worried about day-to-day things because maybe there's not enough money to pay for food, the gas, the groceries, because of the medical expenses, because you had to fix the car, because, you know, the ceiling collapsed and you had to fix the ceiling or something like that, you know. Some of you, I feel like there's mild depression, you know, in the position of your attitude, you have the Four of Cups, which is needing alone time, being very detached. I want to say overall, Leo, number one, you didn't get the Three of Swords, which is good. Okay, I do like to see that. That's good. This is sort of like a mild month. Mild in the sense that there are things going on, but it's nothing like, aside from either your bills that you're very concerned about, big expenses that you're worried about, health issues that you've got going on. This is like a very major health focused month for you. And I just want to say that. I don't feel like there's any like major like disastrous events, okay, that are going on. I just feel like it's a very heavy month in the sense of stress. Light in the sense of like no major, like it's very status quo month. You do have the King of Pentacles as the foundation, which is happiness and joy, and the King of Cups is a very strong, usually a little bit older water sign male, usually Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't see this King of Cups as being you. You may have some, you know, Pisces in your chart. You may have some Cancer in your chart. You may have some Scorpio in your chart. If you're watching this and you're male, or even female in some cases, like an older female too. I see this as a male though. This is a male person. So you may be like an older Leo. Again, I feel like there's an older Leo vibe here that have, some of you have like children or grandchildren, and this is like, maybe this King of Cups is your partner, like a long-term partner that you've had forever. And there's, you know, and the relationship I feel like is still good, okay? Some of you recently, I want to say met a water sign. Not recently, but maybe you met a water sign, you know, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you have feelings. You're starting to have feelings for that person, okay? Or there is someone that you have the hots for, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of water. There's a lot of water here in this spread. You've got the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the King of Cups. So there's just a lot of emotion. This may be a very emotional month. For whatever reason, emotional month. There may be, again, some hospitalization of somebody close to you, okay? There may be some health concerns that you have yourself. There may be some recovery period that you have to go through because you have the Hangman, plus you have this Four of Swords. To me, this is health stuff. This is health stuff. One, you got the girl lying down and the guy who's hanging in the tree, just barely hanging on to life, okay? Barely, you know, hanging in there as far as what they have to go through. These are testing. You may be feeling very tested. Some of you on the one hand have the hots for someone. You're developing feelings for someone, and it's a strong connection. On the other hand, some of you are very, very focused, or going to be very focused on your health, and it's going to be less about romance. I mean, I don't see as much romance here as I would like for you, Leo, okay? But I feel like some of you are in a very strong partnership, and I feel like that partnership still is like, you still have the hots for your partner, okay? Now, you may not... Okay, so some of you, let me just say, some of you it may be your partner, and some of you it may not be, okay? Some of you it's somebody new. Because the Ten of Cups is that fresh, I want to fuck your brains out kind of energy. Like, it's very fresh. Now, like, message me if you still have the hots for your partner after like 10 years. Like, I want to hear, like, if you do, okay? I mean, you don't have to get graphic or anything like that. You just tell me, like, if it's still going strong, okay? Going strong, okay? So that's what I want to hear about. But the Ace of Cups is the beginning. It's the beginning of having feelings for somebody in the immediate future, too. It's not just about finances. It's about feelings. And because you have the Ten of Cups, I want to say, it's sort of like the story is, you may have a lot going on, okay? You may be very stressed out. You may be very worried about your kids. You may be in another relationship, but you may at the same time have the hots for somebody, and then maybe you may have some feelings for that person in the immediate future, despite all this other stuff that's going on. And there may be a disconnect between you and that person, okay? But I don't feel like it's going to last for very long. I feel like you're going to reconnect. I want to say you're going to reconnect. There may be a girl, okay, especially Leo guys or guys that have, you know, a lot of Leo in your chart. There may be a girl that's waiting for you to call them. That's what I want to say. Like, because the Four of Cups is, and you could be Leo females who have a lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, because you're waiting for, this is that, you know, Miss Lonely Hearts a little bit, pining, waiting, feeling disconnected, ho hum, when is he going to call me? And then the Hierophant, which is the communication. Getting the phone call, getting the text message. So girls may be waiting on a phone call from a specific guy. I feel like you're going to get that, okay? Guys, you know, there may be a girl who's waiting on you. She may not be a Leo. She may, but she may also not, okay? You know, so you may be a Leo and you may be, you know, have the hots for someone who has strong, again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or she could also have like some air in her chart too, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, because Aquarius a lot of times has this needing to have their own space, needing to have that a little bit disconnected most of the time, just a little bit of their own, you know, bubble, okay? This is also the blowing bubbles for Pisces card, okay? So, you know, if you have a lot of planets in Pisces, you need to be the one to reach out, okay? Male or female, they're waiting on you. Everybody's waiting on you, Pisces, and like they're getting old. It's like, don't get too distracted or too disconnected from reality. I feel like there is some element of waiting for like a communication, someone wanting to talk to you. I feel like the feeling is very mutual because you have the Ten of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, I feel like really there's realistic feelings there. I feel like some of you are going to be moving on or needing to move on from a past situation. I don't see the breakup card here. But the Four of Cups comes naturally after a breakup card. So like, you may have like broken up, like say, or technically had a breakup conversation prior to May, okay? You may have sat down with your partner and been like, look, this is not working, in April sometime, or even in March. And like, what really is just happening is just like life continues, life goes on, and maybe they haven't moved out, or you haven't moved out, or there's some element where things haven't moved forward, or been finalized in some way. Like there's still kind of some element of things just left hanging, and there's no conclusion, and there's this element of disconnect where you may not see them that much, you're not talking, there's not enough communication, and what really needs to happen is officially like someone needs to move on, to move out. Get the Knight of Pentacles moving away. Now, moving on from a situation. The Knight of Pentacles is also someone who has a quest for wealth. So those of you who are single, this is being on a quest for wealth. Some of you may just be very like spinning your wheels in a million directions and you're going. I I feel like this a lot of times is a Cancer or Scorpio male, but again, if you have Cancer or Scorpio in your chart, or if you and you're male, I feel like this is you moving on from a situation and not going forward in a partnership. This is just like, this is again finalization, things coming to resolution, things coming to an end, but at the same time I feel like there's something new also sort of starting. It's just sort of like at the same time, it's sort of like, I feel like there's two pots on the fire, okay? You've got the one pot, which is boiled down to nothing, and all you need to do is take that pot off the fire and put it into the sink to be cleaned, okay? And then you've got this other pot that's sort of like, you're adding things slowly to, and it's starting, it's starting to cook, okay? So I'm sorry I'm making these kitchen references, but I can't help it. So it's starting to cook. You literally may be like a chef or something like that too. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting the food thing. I have kind of a food thing. My Instagram right now is like, I'm obsessed with food pictures. By the way, I do have an Instagram account. You can check me out. It's Elizabeth Olsen 31. Right now, my Instagram, all my likes are, a lot of likes are food, but like I did post a couple of pictures from my garden that I just started, which I'm really excited about. So you'll get to see as it like starts to develop. But back to your spread. Okay, so yeah, so it's like the one pot is about to get taken off, and there's a pot that's starting, or not really totally officially started yet, but it's soon to kind of bubble. It's starting to happen. Okay, so one door is closing, a window is opening. That's how I see it for you. There is some karmic element. So like here, so there may be a karmic relationship. There is some karma that you are paying off if you're in a relationship. Or there is some element of needing to learn the lesson here. If the lesson is what not to do in relationships, you have to be careful of not repeating the pattern, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is also very circular to me. It is a cycle. And the Knight of Pentacles can be very young, okay? And it can be someone with a lot of, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart, because it's a Pentacles card. So it's someone who's young. I typically see it as the Cancer or Scorpio more than actually the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But if, say, you're a guy and you have planets in the earth signs, you're in a pattern in relationships, and you may not realize what you're doing, and you may not have any clue like what you're really doing, but you're doing the same thing over again, and in a way expecting different results. So it's sort of like if you're dating people, maybe you're sleeping around, or maybe you're just kind of like not committed. You have to, I want to say, put relationships first over money, and I feel like money is first for some of you. I also want to say you have to learn to be open and honest about what your intentions are in the beginning of a relationship. So say in the beginning of a relationship, you don't want something serious, but you sleep with someone anyways, and then they kind of get into you, and then you continue to pursue, and then suddenly you realize it's not going to work, and then you move on, and it's just kind of, it creates a lot of sadness for others, and in a way it's creating karma because you're not being open about what it is that you want in the beginning. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but for some of you it's applicable. For other people it's not. The karma comes in a lot of different ways. To me, it may be financial karma, okay? And if there's a person that's left your life, you had to let go of that person for some reason. It's something that you wanted to learn about letting go. And again, there's a strong Cancer vibe here. The thing about letting go, Scorpio vibe too. It's showing up for you here. You have the Ten of Wands in the position of your emotions. which is having a lot piled up. Again, there's like the 10 card pile up. You have to be careful of accidents too, because, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's driving a lot, okay? So you may be like a chauffeur, you may be like a limo driver, you may be like one of the drivers for the celebrities, you know, and you know, you may have, I want to say someone's like a driver but a DJ at the same time. Message me if that's the case, okay? Like a DJ, like you know, you spin and you're into music and the nightlife, but like at the same time, like your day job might be like driving for like a celebrity or someone around town. Or you may have like a day job, like as a bartender, like bartending. I can see somebody bartending, like bar backing, you know, whatever, cocktailing. But you also at night, but you also do like driving during the day. Or you may have like several jobs, and you may be kind of like bouncing around and doing different things. Leo can bounce around doing different things. Some of you are really into film. I feel like a very strong film, Hollywood thing, and you may be driving to different things. You may be a producer, director, and you're driving here or there. I want to say in LA, okay? You may not live in LA and be driving a lot, but I feel like someone at least is driving a lot in LA. I don't know why, but that's how I see it. You may be stuck in traffic in May at some point. You know, Mercury is retrograde, and so the 10 of Wands, you know, that's the first thing I thought of was the 10 card pileup, but it's also being stuck in traffic for periods of time, and you're just like, you're really over it. It may be quite draining for you. Like, you may be just like really like tired when you get home. You don't feel like doing much. You may be a little bit burnt out, but again, you may have a lot of, to me, emotionally, you have a lot on your mind, and you have a lot, you're carrying other people's emotions, so you may be, you know, stressed out to the point of having some kind of emotional breakdown, and then you kind of need to go to, and I got this for one of the other signs, you need to go to rehab, you need to kind of get rehabbed, or you need to go to a place where you're alone, so you have alone time, so you can think out think through what's going on with you. I don't know why, I feel like for some of you, because the 10 of Wands is, to me, an emotional breakdown. Now, you may have feelings for an air sign. Again, there's a strong air connection here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That person may have a lot on their plate. That person may be very busy. That person may have a lot of responsibilities. It's sort of like you may be taking on like someone, like say you may be like, you might like someone, but they have like 2 or 3 kids already, you know, and you're single, or you may like someone and they have, you know, a lot of medical bills, or they have had a lot of medical problems, or they still have to go through surgery in some way, and you know, it's a lot to take on for you, okay? But the message here is, Leo, you need to start to say no. You do need to move on. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles person is kind of already moved on, but like if you're specifically if you're a guy, I feel like you're moving on from a relationship that I feel like came to an end a long time ago. You may be in a, like say a marriage that ended, like really ended technically, like you were like, this is over, but let's just stay together because of the kids. You know, you may be finally moving on. They may be finally moving out. There's just this thing, this finalization thing, too. And, you know, you may be concerned about how to pay for the kids. You know, you may have kids and you're concerned about how to provide for them. Very concerned about that. But again, karma is involved here. So there's a lot of different things that it could be. Financially is one. You can, you know, if you have money coming in and then goes out right away, you know, that's karma. I mean, to me, that's just karma. But it also can just be literally a lot of bills. So, I am going to pull one more card just to see what else we get. Well, there's the Three of Swords. I decided to pull 2 just because I was like, the Three of Pentacles, I was like, okay, how does that relate to everything else? And then we got the Three of Swords for you as well. So again, there's healing happening after the finalization of something. Something is coming to an end and something new is beginning. You do have the Three of Pentacles, which is someone who's really going to support you. You know, you may have been very supportive of somebody else, and there's betrayal elements. You know, you may have been, you know, really, you know, in, like, you may have a partner who you were like really in it 50%. You're like, I'm giving 50%, or I'm giving as much as I can into this relationship, and yet they may have gone and betrayed you in some way, or you may have gone and betrayed them. There's a betrayal element, a loss element here. You also may lose a job. Okay, again, I'm not fear-mongering to say this, but because the Three of Pentacles to me is like a co-worker position, a co-worker job, a co-worker card. It's a card about, you know, having a good work environment. You know, this may be like wanting a raise, but then you go and you ask the boss for the raise, but then they say, well, you know, I'm so glad you came into my office because we actually have to cut your position. You're like, what? You know, so something may come out of the blue in May, and you may be looking for a job. Some of you may be looking for a job, going through a relationship breakup at the same time. It's heavy stuff. It's heavy stuff. There's some stress there, you know. But again, it's finalizing. I feel like in a way, this may be something that you've been going through for some time, and you know, I want to say good things are going to come out of it. It's a timing thing. So I want to just say, be very patient. Be very patient. If you are looking for a job, eventually you will get one. I feel like it's fated to happen where you get one. For those of you who are losing a job, or going through job loss or something, again, same thing for you. I feel like you're going to find something eventually. It's just a matter of time. That's how I see it. The good thing about the Three of Pentacles is a 50-50 partnership. And it can be also just wanting to feel loved and supported, and you might not feel loved and supported through a partnership. But there may also be someone that does love and support you too, like who's not your partner. It could be like a friend or somebody, you know, or a family member, or somebody who is supporting you. So you do have support through this time. Any kind of hardship, any kind of loss, any kind of betrayal, there is support there. I feel like a lot of you, it's your family that's supporting you. Some of you, it's your mom. I feel like really strongly it's your mom. I feel it can be also a strong male figure. Someone, you know, who's very stable and very grounded, and like wants to be that person in a relationship that's very stable and grounded and supportive of their partner. So they have more of like a traditional situation, traditional marriage, traditional male supporting female role. It can be a guy-guy situation or a girl-girl situation as well. It can be like just a partnership rather than a marriage. So like, so let's say you've been in a partnership for, I don't know, say 10 years with someone. You know, for whatever reason, there may be some loss there. You might not be married, but you may be in like a long-term partnership, and that may have been coming to an end too. So I'm also getting that. But I'm going to leave off there. I don't want to go too much farther because I feel like I could talk all day. But definitely email me if you'd like a private reading. I will be back again doing more videos, so stay tuned for those. I send you guys big hugs, big kisses. I wish you all the very best and everything that you're going through, and I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care. Bye.